What is going on, my stock market bulls and bears? It is your boy, Terry Stonkers, and welcome to the channel, baby, by the dip. All right, guys, in today's video, we're going to talk about a ticker symbol that has been requested that we go back and revisit because it is on a freaking roll, and that ticker symbol is BBIG. So if you're ready for today's video, smash thumbs up, leave a comment down below. It helps out the algorithm. So, baby, let's go. All right, so here we are. Look at the last 5 days on ticker symbol BBIG. This thing is up over 78.5%. Back on the 10th, I believe it was Monday, the stock was trading at $2.20. Fast forward up to Friday, we end the day at $4.07. That thing is just up $1.79, up 78.5% in 5 trading days. So if you're in stocks out there that are beat down and you're saying, I'm down 50%, I'm down 60%, I'm down 70%, because we know the small cap market has been tumbling down since about October. Keep in mind, in just 5 days, the stock you're following can make a recovery like BBIG did. So keep that in mind, man. It only takes 5 days to erase the months, let's say 3 to 4 months of pain we've been going through. In 5 days, this damn thing has shot up that much. So that's what I'm talking about. This is exciting. Now, what really also is interesting, we're going to take a look here at the Google Trends. That's right. This is something that's a very good key. Now, make sure you go in here and do like the past 7 days. This is something you really want to look at. Now, look at this here. This thing back on the 8th and 9th, it had very low, 2 and 5, 4. And you can see this big spike happen right here. On the 10th, roughly, it hit up. Now, I don't know why it shot up there at 4 a.m. I think they just use a rough estimate. But let's say here on the 10th, you can see it went from an 8 the whole way up, from Google Trends 8, now this thing will cooperate, to a 32, to a 33. It kind of slowed down here a little bit, got back down to the 8 on the 11th. But as you can see, it picked back up to a 22, went back down. But then you can see here from the 12th, it's going 22, 29. We hit a peak up here on that 12 at 46. It dipped back down to a 13. And look at this here. We hit 3 peaks. We hit the first peak at a 46. We peaked next at 60. And then we peaked again at a 78. And the stock came back down into Google Trends to a 25. And then we instantly bounced up to a 73. And we bounced, boom, right on the 100 Google Trends. The max, the interest over time, that was there on Friday the 14th. And now it's, Saturday. So no one's really looking at BBIG on the weekend unless you're doing a video like me or you're still interested in the stock. But most traders are going to be out on this Saturday enjoying time with their friends and family and spouses and things like that. So they're not looking at it. So that's why it's down. I believe on Tuesday when the market opens, we're going to see more interest back in on this. So if we go over here and take a look on the Yahoo Finance, something that I find very interesting. Look at the volume that was traded on Friday, guys. 205,989,000. So basically all but 206 million shares were traded, bought and sold. The average volume for this thing is 24.5 million shares. This thing over 8x'd the normal amount of volume that it has, which is why you see it here jumping on that Friday about 18.5% roughly, just on Friday alone. Now, I'm going to show you something here that's very interesting as well. If we go to the owners on this, look at the total shares outstanding for ticker symbol BBIG, guys. This is what I don't understand. The total number of shares that are outstanding is 136.4 million shares. Yahoo Finance says 206 million shares were traded. That is an additional, I'm just going to round it up to 65 million shares more than what the float is. So that's a kind of a mind boggler. That would mean every single share or a share was traded 3, 5, 10 times in order to get the amount of the total shares outstanding to get the volume that hit. So I believe there's a lot of naked shorting going on here, guys. There's a lot of synthetic shares out there, in my personal opinion. And we're going to go back here and take a look at the short interest on ticker symbol BBIG. So let's go here and look. We're going to see the short squeeze score is a 92.99, ranked 62 out of 5,300 stocks. And this is amazing. The short shares that are available is 0. There is no shares left from a leading prime brokerage to short. So when we open back up Tuesday, there is no shares left that the shorts can go get at this leading prime brokerage. Our short borrowed fee is a 25.93. So they're paying a pretty penny to short this stock. Now you would think, wouldn't they want to maybe edge off of the stock because of the volume and stuff? No. If anything, I think they're picking up more because the more volume you get, this is the dark pool volume. This is what I find interesting. I just showed you guys the total outstanding shares that BBIG has in existence. 136 million. The dark pools alone did 131.8 million in the dark pool volume in the FINRA. You mean to tell me that there's less than 5 million shares out there? We're going to go over that as well because we're going to look at the institutions, how many they own. We can also look at the insiders and not even accounting for retail. There's a lot of naked synthetic shares out here in the market, I'm going to tell you right now. So that is driving the squeeze. There's this big hype about BBIG to $20, and it could happen. Not saying it is, just all speculation. But when you got this volume here traded in dark pool, all but 5 million of the shares, something shady is going on in my personal opinion. The short volume ratio is a 55.53. And if you look here, so they had 131.8 million traded in the FINRA, and they shorted 73.2 million, but the stock still is up. Let me pull it up here. The stock is still up over 18.5% after being shorted 55.5% on the dark pools. So that is very interesting. We get on into the aggregate short volume ratio, which is the FINRA, CBOE, and the PSX, 56.21. So that's what I'm talking about. Aggregate total volume was 158.3 million. The short volume was over 89 million shares short between these three brokerages here. So very interesting stuff. We don't have the information on the failed delivers. Unfortunately, that is 2 weeks behind. So I don't know when we'll get that. But we get on here to the short interest of the daily Fintel. It says the short interest percent of flows is 22.57. And the same down there on the settlement date. All right, so now we want to go take a look at the institutional owners. And look at this here, guys. Institutional shares that are long, 18.3 million, which is 13.45%. Now, like I said, we got to take this information with a grain of salt because we don't know how accurate Fintel can be. They had messed up numbers before, but we're going to take it for what this is saying and hope they got the numbers right here on BBIG, that the total shares outstanding is 136.4 million. We just saw they shorted. There was over 200 million shares traded on Friday alone, but the institutions hold 18.36 million shares. The ownership accumulation score is a 95.3. They are ranked 225 out of 23,000 stocks, guys. Let's go take a look here at the total insiders. What do they hold? It's like, come on, Fintel. Oh, you're going to lag on me. Come on. Oh, Fintel with the big boo. There we go. Okay, so insiders only hold a little shy of 5 million, 3.61%. So they don't really hold a lot there, but you get the idea, guys. So the big rumor coming in here is about talking about Cryptyde again, which is the crypto, Vinco venture stock rise today's as it prepares for a spinoff IPO, and that's going to be the Cryptyde Spinoff. It is going to be on the NASDAQ, trading under the entity ticker symbol TYDE. So it will also see Vinco Ventures merge with Zash into a single entity. So there's a lot of buzz again going back into BBIG. You can go in here and check out this article. If you just type BBIG stock, go down to the investor place and get this article. It was just posted 2 days ago. But I think the Google Trends is saying a lot, guys. You want to see something that is happening in the last 7 days. I think we can even do, yeah, we don't want to do that. We just want to keep it the past 7 days because we don't want to count this day today because it's a Saturday. It's not a trading day. Volume hits on the trading days. And I think the volume drops here after hours is what I'm thinking it is. Because you can see the volume of the searches are up high. and then it drops off every day. So I think it's during the trading day, the volume's up, people searching it, and after hours, it kind of goes down. So that is all I got for you in today's video. If you got any value, any great information out of this video, make sure you smash thumbs up. Make sure you leave a comment down below. It helps out the algorithm and helps the channel grow. So I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.